You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Central Hinds in the final tomorrow. The Hinds, as mentioned before, beating the Northern Brave by 45 runs in Hamilton. Claudia Green taking a hat-trick in the fourth over of the second innings.
Windy flag on the ground. Gone. Just like that. Sharp catch, Michaela Gregg. Green gets the wicket. It's a huge wicket too. Atapatu has been dismissed for 11. Oh, it could be another. It will be another. Yes! Claudia Green, bang, bang. This time it's Atkinson who takes the catch. Golden duck, Nancy Patel. Claudia Green is turning it on. Oh, it's slow too. Big appeal. Yes! Given! Hat-trick! Hat-trick for CeeLo Green. It was slow. It took 2 hours to get to Lamplowne. When it did, it got it right on the pad.
Yep, hat-trick for Claudia Green, who joins us now. Is that your first hat-trick at elite level? Oh, I'll just put you on the air. My apologies, Claudia. Is that your first hat-trick at elite level?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, first hat-trick with the Hinds as well. So really special moment.
The hat-trick delivery, I want to ask you about that. A slower ball to trap Marina Lamplow in front. As you're running in, are you thinking about a hat-trick or what is your thought process?
I wasn't necessarily thinking about a hat-trick. I think it was more just wanting to keep going with the momentum and keep taking wickets. We knew we had them under a lot of pressure. So that was kind of the mindset going into that.
It reduced them to 19 for 4, so you must have felt pretty good about your chances at that stage of defending your total, yeah?
Yeah, I think that definitely helped keep the energy levels up, and we were really excited with how the game was going. But I think with T20 cricket, we know anything can happen, so it was really important that we just kept that momentum going and kept taking wickets and restricting where we can. But yeah, it really helped getting Jess Watkins and Shamari Atapatu out early to help restrict them and make that more difficult for the rest of the batting lineup.
At the innings break, 151 for 5, you guys posted. How confident did you feel at the innings break that you could defend that?
Yeah, that is a brilliant job. Holly Armitage and Tamsin Newton's partnership was really key for us there. So we were really stoked with that result for them to go out there and put the runs on the board like that in a high pressure situation. So they did an amazing job. We're definitely happy with that. They set the platform for us, but I think, as we know, with T20 cricket, anything can happen, and it was a job half done. So as confident as we were, we still knew we had to go out there and execute with ball too.
Yeah, tell us a bit more about Holly Armitage's innings, 78 off 50, 10 boundaries. How key was her knock and how impressive was her batting yesterday?
Holly's been fantastic all season. She's been a real key contributor for us and been outstanding on and off the field. So for her to go out there and do that in a semi-final was just fantastic. And I think like the presence she had out there at the crease was awesome, and she really set the tone, and the running between the wickets as well that her and Tam established was great and really kind of set a platform for other batters to come in and build on.
So how do you beat the Wellington Blaze tomorrow?
I think things stay the same for us in terms of our process, and we've come really close against them a couple of times already this season. We were probably 10 runs short in Napier a couple of weeks ago, and then we tied with them a week or so ago at the Basin. So we know we're there or thereabouts, and we know what a strong side they are. So I think for us it's just taking a couple of key wickets early and then just kind of having our presence out there as a team. And we know if we can put a performance out there like we did yesterday, then we'll come really close.
Yeah, that tie at the Basin came after you restricted them to 109 for 7 in their 20 overs, which is low for the Blaze. How much confidence do you take from your bowling performance that day?
Yeah, we were really stoked to restrict them to that. We know that obviously Mealy Kerr's a key wicket for them, so if we're able to get her early or able to restrict as well, then we know that we've got a good shot at keeping them at a controllable total. They'll obviously have Sophie Devine with them for the final as well. So obviously a key couple of wickets there for us. But I think, like I said before, we just go about our own processes. We've got a really strong bowling attack all the way through and lots of variation across our team. So I think what's really exciting is anyone could step up on any given day for us, and that's something we take a lot of confidence out of.
When there's someone in the other team like Millie Kerr who's been so impressive right across the season, do you plan, specifically and particularly hard to secure her wicket?
Yeah, I think so. She's obviously a world-class player and doesn't have any kind of glaring weaknesses at the moment. So I guess it's like, how do we try and restrict there? And if she does get going, then how do we kind of keep her off strike and build pressure in other ways? So that's definitely a conversation that we have as a group. And
back to you, Claudia. You've bowled well in the Super Smash, 11 wickets so far in the Halliburton-Johnston. Things are going well for you. Do you feel like you're in the frame for a step up to the White Ferns?
I think for me it's just focusing on what's in front of me at the time. I've put a lot of work in over winter, just trying to be more versatile as a bowler and not only swinging the ball up top, but trying to have more variations through the middle and at the death. And I think that's really helped for me personally, is just offering a bit more to the team and trying to contribute in different ways. But yeah, like I said, just focusing on what's in front of me, and I think key is just contributing for the Hinds at this stage and not looking too far afield. That's obviously the goal at the end of the day, but I'm just trying to play good cricket for the Hinds at this level at the moment.
Well, you're doing that. You're certainly doing that. And hat-tricks for the Hinds, it's not even a rarity, is it? I think Rosemary Mayer got one. In fact, she got in the Halliburton-Johnston. Didn't she get 4 in 4 balls against Otago?
Yes, she did, yeah, and she ended up with 6 wickets that day. So that was a really special day for us in Otago and completely changed the game. So, brilliant bowler, and to have her performing across HVJ and also in Super Smash as well, it's just been really good for our bowling attack, and obviously Hannah Rowe at the top there too. So, really proud of how everyone's been going this season.
Have you played on the main oval at Eden Park before?
Yes, we played there last season. I think it was last season, and we had a game there this season as well against Auckland Hearts. So it's always a special occasion to be playing at Eden Park, and you step out and it's pretty exciting. And I think like to be there is obviously really special, but to be there for a final even more so. It's been a long time for the Hinds, and I've never been a part of a T20 final with the Central Hinds. So, yeah, it's going to be a really special day for us, and we're so excited for it.
Fantastic. Well done on yesterday. The hat-trick is part of a very, very convincing Central Hinds performance. Well done, Claudia. All the best against the Wellington Blaze tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, thank you for joining us, Claudia. Claudia Green, they're out of the Central Hinds. They take on the Blaze tomorrow from 12:30 in the Women's Super Smash final.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday, or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.
Shared Lunch, a podcast where we table what's happening with investors, companies and the markets with CEOs and experts in the know.
There are a number of reasons that you might hold Bitcoin through an ETF or directly. A lot of people see it as kind of an inflation-proof, government interference-proof store of value.
Join us for Shared Lunch from Sharesies with Business Desk. Listen on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.